Hey everybody, it's Lacey. Welcome to Paws and Paper. So today I have a whole bunch of these offcuts. I'm going to turn some of them into pockets, some of them into journaling cards, but they are the still using those napkins that I had done decoupage and made a whole bunch of stuff out of all these beautiful napkins. So today I am going to take some of these. I'm just going to grab one here. And we are going to do sewing on the journal cards. Again, this is probably something I know most of you have probably done in your grade school years, you know, where you would use yarn and sew. But I just thought it might add a really cute embellishment on this, even as a journaling card, because it could still stay flat, and it might turn out really cute. So this one here, I think, let's make this into just like a journaling card. So this is just the napkin on some cardstock. And I brought along my stencils here, and I got really basic shaped stencils because I don't want this to be very complicated. So I'm going to do just very basic shapes, hearts, stars, stuff like that. So let's try, let's just try a heart here. And I am going to actually do it on the back side because I'm going to draw on it. I don't think it matters because what we're going to do is we're going to poke holes through it. So if you're good drawing freehanded, go for it. But I am not so good at freehand drawing. So I'm going to take my little awl here. Any pokey tool will work, even a pin, safety pin, anything like that. So I'm going to take my shape, and then I am just going to poke through it fairly close. You know, like you can see, my holes here are going to be fairly close. And I'm just going to follow the shape of my pattern, whatever you draw. Letters would probably be a really easy one too. You know, like capital, uppercase letters. That would be kind of cool. Make like a little monogram journaling card. That would be cool. But yeah, so like I said, I think basic shapes is going to be the easiest thing to do here. And then you're going to need some thin yarn, even some thin, really thin ribbon, I think would work. Embroidery thread. I got some stuff to try here. Let's see what works the best. Okay, so I just got all my holes poked through there. And then I've got, I think these would go through. Should I try one of these? These are just weird. This is like a fuzzy thing, yarn type deal. One of those wonderful Goodwill type finds. So I'm just going to cut off a piece of this, and I'm going to use, this is just my blunt needle that I use to sew my signatures in of my journals. So I believe this is going to be thin enough. Okay, so I'm just going to thread it through once. And I think I should start at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go from the back first. Oh yeah, that'll go through the hole. And I'm using cardstock because I think if you use, it's where it's doubled is where it doesn't like it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out here a little bit. It was pulling kind of hard when it was at the point where the two pieces were going through at once. So otherwise it goes through pretty quick. But I don't know that you're going to want to use anything too flimsy. Something a little bit more substantial. Cardstock, I think, is going to be good. And then I'm just going to weave this in and out of here. See what we can get. Oops, I've already unthreaded it. But yeah, I think this is kind of just a fun little relaxing project here. This could easily be done, you know, sitting in bed, or, you know, while you're a passenger in the car, anything like that. You know, you wouldn't even have to have your holes pre-done Doesn't take many supplies. Something to poke holes with and something to thread. So I hope you guys are having a great day today, whatever you're doing. I'm just taking it easy today. Doing some paper sewing. It's kind of funny, all these, some of these ideas I've been getting all stem back to some of my, the projects we used to do when we were little kids, you know? I mean, why not? Some of those projects were the best, you know? Like, who doesn't love, like, finger painting or doing the hand, who hasn't done the hand turkey, you know? Like the whole hand making a turkey. I mean, some of those are great junk journal ideas. Think about what you could do in your junk journal with a hand print, thumb print, you know? Really, that's all junk journaling is. It's an outlet for the adults who still want to play with glue and paint. That's my theory on it. So yeah, you can see this is it's not a real fast project, but super simple. And I think the outcome is going to look pretty darn cute. And just depending on what you use to thread it through. I mean, and that's one thing that I think this is kind of easy to find if you're looking in like secondhand stores and stuff like that. A lot of times I see yarn and stuff, and I don't have any yarn because I normally don't use it, but I think this would be a good project for some yarn. So if you have some of that around, or like I said, I think that's an easy one to find in the secondhand stores. But yeah, I think too, if you had some really thin lace, I think even lace would look pretty doing this. Because this isn't all that thin. I mean, it's fairly thin. It's the little fluffy things that are kind of sticking out, but yeah, it's fairly thin. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my very start. I'm going to go back through there. And I want to have these things dangled down. So now I'm going to try to pull my fluff out. Okay, and I want to have them, oh, it's like a kite. Yeah, isn't that cute? And it's not going to come unraveled, so I don't think you even need to tie it in a knot or anything. But isn't that kind of cool? It's just interesting. See if I can pull some of my fluffies out here. Here we go. That's cute. Okay, and if you're worried about it coming undone here at the bottom, this one here, I don't think it's going to come undone just because it's got these long threads and stuff in it that aren't going to come backwards on me, but definitely I could probably even just put a little dab of glue back here. Should I just do that just for safety reasons? Okay, I'm just going to use I got a little Fabri-Tac here. I'm just going to put a little dot right at the bottom, and I'm going to lay this one over top of it, and now it's not going to go anywhere. And so now my tails will come out the bottom too, but how cute is that? Doesn't that make a cute little journaling card? Here, let's round the corners on this and make it look complete. And that is a super simple journaling card. Can I get in there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. But so cute. And it's got the little tails. Okay, loving that. Okay, should we try another one? Let's see. Can you see that? Oh, that looks so cute. Okay, let's grab another one. Whoops. Shifting everything over here. Okay, so let's put you off to the side. Let's try this one. And maybe, should we try, that's kind of a contrasting one. Kind of want something contrasting. So now I'm going to just use, this is just a single strand of embroidery floss. This is exactly what I would use to like bind my journals with. So I have a ton of this stuff laying around. And let's see how this looks. Oh my goodness, I hate threading stuff. Terrible. There needs to be an invention for threading things. And this is even a huge needle. It's like, come on, really? Not even a thin, tiny thing. Okay, I think I got, oh, there we go. All right, so now let's see what we can do. Should we see what other, oh, what massive shapes I can make. Ooh, should we try something? Oh my goodness, should we try a flower? I don't know. If I make, should I make this one a pocket? I could make this a pocket and do like a little, you know what? You could even just sew all the way, you know, like hand stitch all the way around it. You wouldn't even have to do a design. You could just hand stitch all the way around it. Oh, should we be daring? This is probably gonna kill me. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, so let's turn it over and it's gonna go here. I'm gonna try to do this little flower design. Oh my goodness. This is probably not gonna be a good idea. But never know till you try. I said basic shapes. I guess it's fairly basic. Okay, so I think the more intricate your designs, the closer your holes are probably going to want to be so that it actually takes the shape, you know, of whatever you're doing. Because if you don't have the holes close enough to all the little ins and outs, it's going to just turn into a weird shape, I believe. So I'm trying to make sure I hit all the points and curves of this one. Maybe this is a good one that I'm doing this one on with the embroidery floss, because that might be a little bit easier to handle than the fuzzy stuff. So yeah, the longest part it takes is the poking the holes in and actually sewing. It doesn't actually take that long to sew, like I said. It's not super fast, but very relaxing. Okay, so there we go. And I don't think it matters either side that you sew on. You can probably sew from the back side or the front side. It's harder to see the shape from the front side, so maybe we'll just sew it from the back side. See what we get. But this, okay, since this is the back, I'm going to go in from this way. And around we go. So what has everybody been up to? Hopefully everybody is enjoying their summer. Getting some nice weather, doing some fun things. Let's see, what am I doing that's anything fun? We are, oh, my husband and I, we went to the flea market. By the time this video goes up, we're going to have gone to that. Hopefully I can get some footage of that. I have not gone yet, but by the time this video goes up, I will have already gone. So that's going to be fun, I think. And oh, we were going to be going to the lake, spending some time at the lake. We'll go swimming and boating. We don't really go too many places, though. I know we're talking about maybe taking, now that my kids are getting just a little bit older, going on a nice family vacation and taking them somewhere that they've never been, you know, finally able to do that with them rather than them being so little. It's a little bit harder. I never wanted to take them when they were super little. But now that they're getting older, we are thinking about trying them, going somewhere, maybe even different country. So I believe, oh, we had an oopsie there. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. need you. My holes were too close together and I ended up poking it all the way through. So I'm just gonna go back and fix this here so that I get my flower shape back in here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I had poked the holes too close together and then I ended up with an odd broken through hole there. So hopefully that continues, my shape stays there. But you know, this is just kind of an interpretive shape. It's not meant to be the perfect outline. Obviously, I'm not doing the high-tech hand stitching. This is just the good old basic stitching. There are some people out there that do really good slow stitching, and they're really fun to watch because they are good. That is not me though. That is not this project. This project is not the fancy slow stitching that you see. This is more of the primary grade level stitching. I haven't graduated from that level yet. So this is more of the essence of shape rather than the actual shape. That's why I'm thinking, you know, it might just be way better to stick to basic shapes because they're going to be easier to see. But, you know, like I said, we never know unless we try something. And in a junk journal, just interesting things are kind of fun sometimes. You know, even if it is odd, I think sometimes it's just the fact that it's handmade. It's kind of fun. It doesn't have to be, you know, the absolute Mona Lisa. It can be more of a Picasso, right? That's kind of what this is. This is a Picasso. It's one of those weird. That's what I've always wondered. Like some of those art things that look like weird, you know, and it's like famous art. That's why I think like anything can be art. Sometimes the odd is the coolest art, though. All right, so I think I'm finally done here. And I think I have something that looks like maybe it looks like a flower, but, you know, I can see a leaf. But other than that, I wouldn't know what this was. So maybe we're going to have to do some mending on this one because this one doesn't really look like a flower, does it? But, you know, like I said, you never know until you try. Let's see. I cut my strings too short. Now let's see if I can get this in a knot. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. There we go. I'm going to make it into a pocket anyway, so if I have to glue it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I am going to just glue this knot down here. I am going to make this one into a pocket, I believe. So the fact that these are in here will be fine. Okay, so let's let that dry a second. And I think let's gussy this one up because this looks kind of terrible. Okay, good enough. Okay, let's see here. So let's try and get a black pen involved and see, where's my shape? Okay, this was my flower. This is what it's supposed to look like here. We need to get the shape back somewhat. Let's see here if I can. Make this a little more noticeably a flower by just outlining. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then maybe I got some ink here. Let's ink this up. If we're gonna make this a pocket, I would probably, I want to thumb notch this for a pocket. Yeah, let's just, there we go. Okay, so now, I mean, it's not bad. I think that helps it a little bit. Maybe we kind of want to, I'm not good at this. What does the center of a flower look like? I want to kind of, I need to kind of make a little, actually that kind of looks like the center. Nope, don't mess with it, Lacey. You're just going to screw it up. Okay, so I think that one is this one, much cooler. So there's a pocket. There's a tag. Should we try this one? I think I like these better. I almost like these better because they give a little bit more interest. But don't do crazy shapes. Note to self, don't do crazy shapes. Okay, let's do another one. Let's grab one here. Should I do this? Which one's going to look better with this? Let's try this one. And let's use this gray fuzzy. I love this gray fuzzy stuff. The fuzzy thread's kind of cool. I don't have an end. I've got all, oh, there we go. Alrighty. Grab some of you. And let's just see if we can make a simple shape. Simple, simple, simple. How about, the hearts actually looked really cute. Maybe I should just stick with the hearts. You know, why do we have to do different shapes? Do we have to do different shapes? We don't have to. We can do anything we want, right? Okay, so let's see. This is just a pocket. Do we make this a pocket again? Or a journaling card? Let's make a triangle. That's kind of just weird, isn't it? Why not? Okay, let's just make a weird triangle. See what that looks like. Okay, so let's make this another journaling card here. So yeah, I mean, super simple project, kind of fun. I said this would be a fun one. You could just kind of sit around and do anywhere. Doesn't take a lot of supplies. Oh, and like on the last one, I noticed don't get the holes so close together because that did kind of ruin it. It cut the paper, so it is better to have the holes a little bit further apart. Okay, and let's get our fun little gray fuzzy thread in here. So hopefully I will have this Paris journal done here soon. I would like to have that one done. I have a bunch of ideas for journals I want to try, some new styles and stuff. So I'm hoping that I can get all my stuff together to start trying some new styles. So a lot of times on the giveaways that I've been doing, I've been asking people, you know, like what kind of styles and stuff they would like to see. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is take some of your guys' ideas that you've given me comments on and try to get some of the journals with my take on that style. Just see what I can come up with. So, and I've also been trying to do some of the digitals, which is fun. That takes a lot of time though. So I've been just you know, dabbling around in that. That's been kind of fun, you know, to get to design stuff, because then you can, if you come up with an idea for a journal that you want to do, you can totally, you know, customize it, because if you can create your own papers for the journal, it's kind of fun. So I think that's neat. And that's about all the excitement I have. You know, I'm not a very exciting person, I'll tell you. I guess that's a good thing. It means life's just pretty normal then. Nothing too crazy going on. Okay, so maybe on this one, because there's only so many little... Let's see here what happens if I try to go in again. I'm going to try to go in the hole that I was in before. There we go. And see if I can, instead of having the dash line, make it a solid line around here. So now I'm just going back through and going the opposite way up and down. It's getting a little bit thick there with both threads. All right, and then this way. Yeah, definitely, you know, goofy shape. It's a triangle, but it's kind of cool with just all the little frilly things sticking up. Because why not, right? You know, there's no explanation. It's just because. That's what I always find funny. If you sometimes if you watch videos and people comment like, "What's the purpose? You know, what do you do with them once you make them?" It's like, I don't know. You look at them because they're fun. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a very practical person, you know. Like, I just like fun stuff because I think it's fun. Like, a lot of things to me don't have to have a purpose. If I like it and I think it's fun, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, everything doesn't have to have a practical purpose for me. So I know there's people out there though that are so practical that, like, you know, like, if it doesn't have a purpose, it confuses them. They're like, I don't get it. What do you do with it? But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just like to look at it. So yeah, so if you're one of those people, it's like, it's just fun, right? Okay. Excuse me. Now let's fluff this up a little bit, see if I can get my little strings out here. That's just kind of cute. I mean, it's goofy, but it's kind of cute. It's going to be one of those pieces that people are going to look at and be like, huh, that's interesting. See? I mean, isn't that just goofy, but kind of cute? Oh man, now I got something stuck in my throat. Alright, let's ink this guy up here. So, there you go. I mean, you guys can see. You can just take sewing paper to just a whole new level. Just sit down, grab a needle, grab some string, yarn, thread, whatever you got. Start making some shapes. I really think it would be cool to do some, like, letters. You know? Like, monogram some things. So there you go. So that's all I got for today. I'm just going to sit here and continue with my my goofy little project of sewing some fun little journaling cards and pockets. So hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.